This is 7 National News, and in our top story, women employed in the UAE federal government departments will be entitled to 3 months of paid maternity leave. The move comes after President His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan issued Federal Law 17 for the year 2016, amending some articles under Law 11 of 2008 regarding human resources of the federal government. Article 53 of the amended law confirmed female employees of the federal government will be granted a 3-month paid maternity leave. They are also entitled to a 2-hour break daily to breastfeed their babies for a period of 4 months from the date of delivery. Maternity leave, however, cannot be combined with leave without pay. In his capacity as ruler of Dubai, the UAE Vice President and Prime Minister, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum has issued Law Number 15 of 2016 on the regulations issued by the authorities of free zones and special development zones in Dubai. The new law is applicable to all free zones and special development zones in Dubai, including the Dubai International Financial Centre, DIFC. Government entities subject to this law will publish any bylaws or regulations on their official websites and make them available to the public free of charge. Pursuant to the law, authorities of free zones and special development zones in Dubai may publish their regulations in Arabic or any other language. The regulations published in any authority's official website is binding and considered effective within 30 days of the date of publication unless stated otherwise. All regulations issued by the authorities of free zones and special development zones in Dubai prior to Law Number 15 of 2016 remain valid and obligatory and must be communicated by the authorities through their official websites within 30 days of the date of activation of the new law. His Excellency Saeed Mohammed Al Tayar, the Vice Chairman of Dubai Supreme Council of Energy and MD and CEO of Dubai Electricity and Water Authority (DEWA), has launched the State of Green Economy Report, a United Nations Development Program-backed publication. The third report was launched at the World Climate Summit organized during the 22nd session of the Conference of the Parties COP22 in Marrakesh, Morocco. The State of Green Economy Report aims to help the UAE sustain its economic growth while keeping the green economy as the fuel for this growth. The report is created around the theme of knowledge and aims to provide the public and private sectors with a clear overview of the government's plans, as well as offer a benchmark on the country's current standing in green economy. During his speech while releasing the report, His Excellency Al Tayar stated that the Emirate is committed to make Dubai a global center for clean energy and green economy, noting that last year marked the release of the Dubai Clean Energy Strategy 2050, which is hoped to contribute to making Dubai the city with the lowest carbon footprint in the world by 2050. This year alone, Dubai has recorded 2 milestones in renewables. Dubai Electricity and Water Authority received the world's lowest solar tariff at $2.99 per kilowatt per hour, an improvement on DEWA's previous record of $5.6 per kilowatt per hour. This resulted in an increase in the commitment to clean energy, providing 75% of Dubai's total power output by 2050 and launching the Dubai Green Fund, a 100 billion dirhams green investment vehicle to support green investments and green growth. His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the chairman of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Foundation, has honored the winners of the inaugural Taqdeer Award, rewarding 42 construction companies and their employees for meeting global standards in labor welfare practices. During an award ceremony held at the Dubai World Trade Center on Sunday, it was revealed that in the first year of the award, only companies involved in the construction of buildings, roads, bridges, tunnels, plumbing installation, and power generation plants are eligible for applying. But this will extend to other sectors, including companies which are based in Dubai free zones. while stating that a total of 282 companies in the construction sector in Dubai provide jobs for more than 500,000 workers. Officials noted that all winning companies were divided into 5-star, 4-star, and 3-star categories based on their performance, and companies that receive higher ratings will enjoy priority in government projects. Organizers also revealed that the next phase, the Taqdeer Award, which only started 10 months ago, will feature over 100 companies from various new sectors, and they are confident that the world's first point-based award program will help strengthen Dubai's image as one of the best places to work and live. Companies in the construction sector involved in civil, electrical, and mechanical work that have been operating for at least 2 years have executed a minimum of 2 projects in the last 2 years are eligible for applying to the Taqdeer Award.
We are keen to give appreciation. We understand there is a lot of people who help us, in developing the city of Dubai. There is a lot of contribution from all the nationality who supported the movement and 5 movement of Dubai. There is, all the government organization decided to come with this award. The award is appreciation for the labor or the people who has been done a lot of work. So we need to appreciate those. Our aim is to improve the quality of these people, from the living, from education, from society. So that's where this prize has come, as the award. We also encouraging the company to give the best for the labor to secure the requirement of that labor. So today, when we select a number of these companies, they are the leaders, in all these services, and we are aiming the others will follow them.
We went and we looked at the best practices in the world on the relationship between labor and leadership within organization management. We looked at the ILO guidelines. We looked at the Human Rights Charter, 1948 Charter, with all amendments and additions. We looked at the labor law in the country, and we come up with a criteria that took care of the relationship between the labor and management of the organization. We looked at their conditions of living, the sites when they work, in terms of, we also had the results. Are they happy? Do they have the ability to, let me say, speak up, feedback? Do they have surveys for the labor? We looked at the policies, procedures. We were mainly concerned to see that the relationship is fair.
As most workers in the construction industry spend a lot of time away from their families while working on various projects, some companies have even allowed their workers to speak to a psychologist in case they face any stress issues. One such company, which won the award in the 3-star rating category, was the Abu Dhabi-based ALEC, which stressed that all their initiatives are aimed at creating a stress-free environment at work.
We want to make sure that our workforce are working in a happy environment, and that they're living in a happy environment, and also a place where they can learn and develop. So, I mean, we've put in place a lot of initiatives that have enhanced that. We have a lot of sports competitions, we have a literacy drive, we have computer literacy as well. So what we're trying to do in our camps is actually create an environment whereby people can actually, enjoy living.
The Ministry of Health and Prevention announced the launch of an awareness campaign in conjunction with World Diabetes Day. Focusing on the UAE community, the campaign is offering medical checkups and free counseling. The ministry has also launched the second phase of the Diabetes Circle of Care initiative in collaboration with the Emirates Diabetes Society and as part of an MOU signed with AstraZeneca Gulf Pharmaceuticals. The program aims to help patients and to promote overall community health. The second phase of the initiative offers educational materials about the disease, particularly targeting UAE nationals and residents. According to the ministry officials, the initiative is an important platform to help achieve the goal of the national agenda, which is to reduce the prevalence of diabetes from 19.3% in 2015 to 16.28% by 2021. Additionally, the testing and counseling took place today at the Dubai Festival City shopping malls, parks, health centers, and walkways throughout the Emirates. The ministry will also hold another event at Al Majaz waterfront in the Emirate of Sharjah during the campaign.
Well, our region in the Gulf region, it is one of the highest region with one of the region with the highest prevalence of diabetes. Almost 20% of the people in the region, they have diabetes. It ranges a little, between a country to other, but very minimal difference between them. So 20%, that means 1 out of 5 person in the region is having diabetes. And not only that, we expect that there are another group of people who have diabetes, but is still not diagnosed. And that, may raise the prevalence even higher than this. There are many factors, we have some positive factors and we have the negative factors. I'll start with the positive one, in the last 20 years, the region has seen great development in every aspect and even in the medical aspect. So now, in comparison to 20 years earlier, we have more hospitals, we have more health centers, so, there are more facilities that you can detect your disease, and also the awareness among the people has increased. But then we have the negative things, and that is the lifestyle which has changed in the last 20 years. The jobs has changed, more sedentary job, the type of food has changed. There are plenty of restaurants with all types of food, and also the physical activity has changed. So this definitely, led to obesity, and obesity is a main risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes.
We came up with an evaluation process with Project Hope, where we had surveyed many patients through focus groups, and we've came up with many gaps. We've concluded that there are many gaps right now present in most of the awareness campaigns, or in most of the disease management campaigns that had happened until this moment. So one of those main gaps were that there's a lot of cultural barriers and many other factors that prevent those patients from taking over and managing their disease. We want the patients not to remain as passive as they are. We want them to be part of the process of the treatment, to take the control over their disease. And the cultural barriers usually somehow prevent them from doing so, because the available materials or the available awareness campaigns, they don't address those barriers in the right way.
The Sharjah International Book Fair concluded on a record-breaking note on Saturday with the 35th edition of the world's third largest book fair, the most successful to date. Titled Read More, SIBF 2016 hosted more than 2.31 million visitors over its 11 days, with the footfall figures breaking all previous records established since its first edition in 1982. The volume of book sales at the fair reached 176 million dirhams, the highest ever in its 3.5-decade history. Hosting 1,681 publishing houses from 60 countries with approximately 1.5 million titles on display, SIBF 2016 ran from November 2nd to 12th at Expo Center, Sharjah. More than 600 school visits were also a feature of the fair, and the hashtag SIBF 2016 recorded more than 1 billion impressions in English and in Arabic, proving to be an extremely popular trend through social media sites including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. A number of key announcements were also made at the event, including the brand name Turjuman for the 2 million dirhams Sharjah Translation Award and a 4 million dirhams personal donation made by the ruler of Sharjah, His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, for Sharjah's libraries to purchase books from participating publishers at the fair. And finally, in the bulletin, snack brand Pringles held a novel promotion over the weekend to find some of the best instrumental talents in the city with a twist. Centered around the iconic design of their crisps containers, the company held a live drum-off at City Centre in Mirdif, hosted and judged by Virgin Radio DJ Chris Fade and hip-hop artist Qusay Kader. The challenge saw 4 UAE-based drummers showcasing their best sets to compete for the first place in a thrilling drum-off to crowds of shoppers while using sustainable drum sets made completely from Pringles cans. After a tough-fought competition, the event winner, Aryan Oberoi, as well as taking home the glory, walked away with a brand new drum set for his efforts.